Welcome back. It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Palmer, and thanks for joining us. We are joined by Max Adler. You know him from Glee on Fox Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. He plays Dave Karofsky, the bully, but he's a nice guy. Believe me, I've met him. And you're here to talk about something that's really near and dear to you and your family, and that's the Muscular Dystrophy Association, MDA.
MDA, yes. Well, you can go to mda.org, which is the big website that MDA has. But yeah, basically, MDA helps not only find cures, find treatments, raise money for research for all these diseases, but what they're great about is helping families and people with the disease now try to live as comfortably and as happily as possible.
And for better or for worse, your family qualifies.
My grandma and my mother were both affected by the disease. There's so many different forms of muscular dystrophy. They had FSH, which is facioscapulohumeral disease, and that affects the face, the shoulders, the upper arms. Also in kids, it makes it hard to raise your arms in class. My mom had a tough time chewing, whistling, drinking out of a straw. It's hard to smile. So I saw it firsthand, and I saw how much trouble that they both had just getting around the house, moving around in the world.
And we've lost both of them.
And I've lost both of them, yeah. My mom passed away when I was 17. I was a senior in high school. And my grandma passed away a few years before that. And so my goal is, which is interesting because I was telling all my friends, when they passed about what took their life, and a lot of them didn't even know what muscular dystrophy was. So
That's
it was a very unknown.
Surprising, given Jerry Lewis and his deep involvement in it. I remember calling and giving $1 when I was 8 years old because I love those telethons.
The telethons were amazing, and
they still are.
Still going now. And what's very, very cool is that Jerry Weinberg, who's the amazing president of MDA now, has kind of changed with the times, and he's made it Twitter friendly, Facebook friendly, and instead of a big 2 or 3 day giant marathon, it's just like a 6 hour
Although I kind of missed the marathon.
Well, we had the 6 hour one. It was the most successful one. It was fantastic, and it's very involved, and people can communicate online, and they have the bands and the concerts.
I gotta ask you, just because I have to, Jerry Lewis, he did great
Phenomenal.
work.
Yes.
We're sad he's gone from MDA, or what are your thoughts?
Well, look, he was just a world-class humanitarian.
Right.
I mean,
And
he still is, and he did so much for so many decades for MDA, and it's still associated with him.
Of course.
But what's exciting now is that what I'm doing is I'm trying to reach a lot of the younger kids who watch Glee, who maybe not know who Jerry Lewis is, who maybe associate MDA, MD as an old person's disease. Of course. When frankly, a lot of kids, it's like 250,000 people have it in America. So the kids are affected.
What does it mean to you that you are able to participate in an organization like this, honoring your mother or your grandmother, and really everyone who may be afflicted?
No, it's an honor, and to take what I actually had affected, personally with family, and to watch it happen to my mom, and now to turn around and not only raise awareness of what the disease is, but to raise so many funds and have so many of my great fans across the nation, across the world, do walks and come and raise money and donate, and now know what it is. It's just incredible that I'm just trying to make as big of a difference as I can.
I got to ask you, your grandmother had muscular dystrophy, your mother did. We know that diseases can be genetic.
They are genetic. This one is genetic. Yeah, it's not contagious. It's just in the genes.
What are you thinking? You're a young man, you're healthy, you may have children when you get older.
Yeah, it's certainly a scary thought. It's definitely a possibility because my mom had it and my grandma had it, so it could be in the genes. I have not yet been tested.
Okay.
I feel good now, but listen, we're trying to raise a cure, we're trying to find the treatment,
and
so
that's
hopefully
the key.
that's set before I find out anything negative.
And that really is the goal, to raise money for a cure, for treatment, for support.
And these past 2 years have been the most exciting time. We're very, very close. It's a matter of finding the exact chromosomes and switching on certain genes that were off.
We'll get there.
And it's amazing.
He's Max Adler from Glee. I'm Brad Palmer. Thank you so much for joining us. Back to HLN.
Hello, I'm Max Adler from Glee. Whether you're into singing and dancing, or football, or any kind of activity that demands physical strength, having healthy muscles is really important. That's why I'm proud to make a muscle and make a difference for MDA, the Muscular Dystrophy Association. MDA helps families fighting muscular dystrophy through research, clinics, and summer camp for kids. You can learn more at mda.org. Be the next to flex for MDA.